Oak Island, Nova Scotia, Canada. Let's check out the island, the resort, and the legend. Oak Island Resort and Conference Center has been welcoming visitors since 1970. The resort is located in Chester, Nova Scotia, Canada, which is about an hour from beautiful downtown Halifax, Nova Scotia, about 10 hours from Boston, and 13 hours from New York City. Oak Island itself is just off the shore of the resort, where you can watch the sun rise over the island itself. The island is a short 5-minute drive to the causeway, which is private, restricted for visitors. The resort was originally named the Longboat Inn with just 32 rooms. Today, the resort boasts 120 guest rooms and suites and numerous private waterfront chalets. Some amenities that the hotel and conference center has, well, of course, there's conference rooms. There's a full-service restaurant. There's a bar and lounge, indoor and outdoor pools. There's a hot tub and sauna. They have tennis courts, basketball courts, a waterfront beach and marina, and then endless views, which include a wedding venue and a picturesque walking jetty located directly in front of Oak Island itself. Salty Dog Sea Tours, located at the marina on site, offers group boat tours of the island with a personal history narration. Now, looks can be deceiving. When pulling up to the resort, I was not impressed. In fact, I was disappointed and discouraged. Once I walked in, my mind was changed. The resort was clean, friendly, and the decor was welcoming. The rooms were very comfortable. The restaurant food, well, that was excellent. And the views, well, they were breathtaking. The proximity to the island was perfect. You can see Oak Island from any point of the resort, and the sunrises were just stunning. A short ride down the street is the road that takes you to the island causeway. It is private and clearly marked as such. They film the show in the warmer months, spring, summer, and pack up in the fall for next season. I was here early November, and I was told they just finished packing up for the season. I visited the causeway for a selfie. On the way out on a small one-lane road, a pickup truck was approaching. I pulled over to allow them to pass. I looked at the driver. It was Rick Lagina. Rick continued on down the road across the causeway and directly onto Oak Island. It was extremely cool to be able to see someone you see on TV in the area where you hope to see them. Very impressive. Made the entire trip worth it. Stay tuned to the video. We did make it over to Oak Island. We did make it to the causeway, not on the island itself, but I was able to get the drone up in the air and take a good look around so we can get a bird's eye view of Oak Island and some of the details that you would see on the show. I'm going to cut in a view of a sunrise right here from my room and from my balcony. Let's take a look. I hope you enjoyed that sunrise. That sun came up right over Oak Island, right over the head of the elephant shape of the island. Very cool, very beautiful. Let's take a little bit of a look around the resort at the amenities, and then let's get over to Oak Island itself. Beautiful indoor pool area. Let's move on and take a quick look at the beautiful island itself. The island of Oak Island. The curse of Oak Island. This is a full-on resort. Pulling up from the front, you don't see it. From the back, you can see the entire resort and marina. Extremely beautiful. We'll take a look at the outdoor amenities here, and then we'll get the drone up and we'll take a good look around Oak Island. Stay tuned. Very beautiful area. There's a piece about it. There's history here. Let's take a quick ride over to the causeway and take a look around. I was told you can make your way across the causeway, but you'd be stopped and turned around. I was also told that they're working on island tours, physical tours, to come in the future. Not yet. In the meantime, let's get the drone up. Let's take a look around and see what we can find. Oak Island has been a subject for treasure hunters ever since the late 1700s, with rumors that Captain Kidd's treasure was buried there. While there is little evidence to support what went on during the early excavations, stories began to be published and documented as early as 1856. Since that time, there have been many theories that extend beyond that of Captain Kidd's, which include stories of religious artifacts, manuscripts, and jewels. The treasure has also been prone to criticism by those who dismiss search areas as natural phenomena. Areas of interest on the island with regard to treasure hunters include a location known as the Money Pit, which is allegedly a searcher spot. Located on the east side of Oak Island, the Money Pit is, or was, a shaft more than 100 feet deep. According to island lore, it first drew the attention of a local teenager in 1795, who noticed an indentation in the ground. With some friends, started digging, only to find a man-made shaft featuring wooden platforms every 10 feet down to the 90-foot level of depth. There is also a formation of boulders called Nolan's Cross, named after the former treasure hunter, in a triangle-shaped swamp. Lastly, that has been actively on the beach at a place called Smith's Cove. Various objects, including non-native coconut fiber, have been found there. More recent archaeological discoveries in Smith Cove have included an alleged 15th century lead cross and various wooden earthworks. More than 50 books have been published recounting the island's history and exploring competitive theories. In January 2014, the History Channel began airing a reality TV show called The Curse of Oak Island, about a group of modern treasure hunters. These hunters include brothers Rick and Marty Lagina of the Michigan Group. A series has been documented finds such as centuries-old coins, antique brooch, lead cross, allegedly made between 1200 and 1600 AD. A few interesting facts from the island. Native Americans, they visited the island around 1,000 years ago. The Money Pit was discovered in 1795 by a teenager. Former President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, well, he visited the island in 1939 and really was interested in the treasure. The Curse of Oak Island, a TV show and series, well, it's been popular for 10 years now. So how interesting is that? I'm a fan of the show, and I've been watching for 10 years. Also, my grandfather is originally from Nova Scotia, and I've never visited. I made the journey, I made the trip. I drove 16 hours, and I made it to the resort, which was awesome, and the island, which was beautiful. Filled with mystery and lore, it filled my heart with joy, and I can't wait to get back. in the summer months.